you a songwriter? Are you looking to turn your songwriting passion into a full-time gig? Whether you are just at the start of your songwriting journey or a seasoned industry professional, this show is made for you. Welcome to The Songwriter Show, bringing together songwriting news, interviews, and community. Now, welcome your host, Sarantos.
Hello again, and thank you for tuning in once again to The Songwriter Show on Reality Radio 101. I'm Sarantos, your host and fellow songwriter with a passion for crafting stories through music. As someone who's been writing lyrics for as long as I can remember, I know how every song holds its own unique story. That's what brings us together here every single Tuesday evening to celebrate the voices behind the music we love. Tonight, I'm so excited to have on the show Mimika. She is a Toronto-born, New York City-bound powerhouse who's already surpassed 2 million streams, landed on Apple Music New and Alternative Spotlight, and completed a North American tour that stretched from LA to New York. And now with her forthcoming EP, Beaming Daisies, on the horizon, she's staking her claim as one of the most exciting new voices in global music.
And now, welcome this week's special guest.
Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. So you got to tell us a little bit about what got you going in this crazy direction of music and singing and songwriting.
Oh my gosh, yes, of course. I have just always been a storyteller from as long as I can remember. I grew up hearing my grandfather and my parents just tell fantastical tales about their lives, and it really put the importance of storytelling in me from a really young age, and that just translated to songwriting super naturally, and that's how I ended up here.
All right, awesome. Are there any instruments that you play, or is it your voice?
Yes, I learned piano when I was really young. I got put in piano lessons, as most kids do, and I hated it, as a lot of kids do, and then found my way back to it. As I learned how to songwrite, I was like, hey, you know what? That piano thing, I should really give it another try. And then I kind of fell in love with it and haven't looked back.
Tell us a little bit about your family. Was your family musical at all, or not really?
No, but they have a huge appreciation for music. I grew up listening to Queen and Billy Joel and Elton John, and really just so many different types of music. My dad is really into rock and roll, so all the AC/DC, Rolling Stones, and my mom has always loved pop music, so I was listening to Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. It was really well-rounded, so even though my parents and my family themselves aren't super musical, there was always just such a love for music in my life.
Do you have a fondest musical memory in your house?
Oh my gosh, that's a hard question. I think one of my fondest musical memories is I fell in love with the musical Hairspray when I was really young, because we did it in a school production. And every year for my birthday, I would force my family to watch Hairspray with me. It was my number one birthday wish. And it was the one day of the year that they couldn't be no, please, let's watch the new Avengers or something. So that's one of my fondest memories.
You ever been in any competitions?
Yes, actually, I won competition years ago, pre-COVID times, and I didn't make it to the end. I got a couple rounds in, but the biggest thing that I took away from it was I made some really great friends who I still collaborate with and keep in touch with to this day.
It's almost better when you don't win, right? Because then you're not tied into
exactly
their contracts and doing all that.
And exactly.
I don't want to say unfair stuff, but all that crap.
Yeah, all the stuff that maybe doesn't 100% align with you and your vision, but is kind of the molds that make sense or seems marketable and stuff like that. But you get, if you get out just before then, you kind of get all the benefits of, meeting new people and learning about yourself and having these awesome opportunities. So yeah, I think no matter what, you learn from it, which is the biggest thing, right?
Yeah, for sure. So you've obviously performed a little bit. Do you ever get nervous before a performance?
No. That's the number one question I get asked. And I do not get nervous at all for performing. I love performing. I get nervous about if anybody's going to show up. No matter how many pre-sales I know there are, no matter how big the venue is, I'm always and what if no one comes?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I get nervous about.
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay. Do you practice routinely?
Oh, absolutely. I think you never stop learning. And especially in something like music, there's always more to learn. There's always ways to push yourself and different facets of things to learn and to practice. I even just vocally, right? Like vocals are my primary. And I work with my vocal coach every week, twice a month. Like I constantly work with my vocal coach just because I think that exactly like there's always something to learn. So the more you practice, the more that you get into the repetition, the easier it becomes on stage.
And I think that's something you just kind of get with time.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me, you want it to be perfect and then you kind of let go of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then at this point in my career, I just want to be authentic. So I like literally do all my vlogs and all these things, you know, no makeup, totally authentic. Who cares about lighting? And you're just kind of like, it's more the message than anything.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no pressure to look perfect. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what everyone should do, but that's just kind of what I do.
I think there's a really cool line that can be drawn between authenticity and rehearsal. I think same for me, like when I'm making my TikToks or I'm doing my vlogs, I just want to be really me and really authentic. But when I'm, you know, recording or performing and stuff like that, I feel like there's something to be said about, I guess it depends on who you want to be on stage. But for me, I'm like, I want to put on a show and I want people to know that there's been time and energy and effort put into this, because I don't take it lightly that people spend their time and their money and their energy coming to see me. And I want to give them like the most perfectly like rehearsed and thought out show that I possibly can.
So tell us about the song that we're going to hear in a few minutes. What inspired this one?
Yes. So this song is called Interesting Things. And basically the punchline of the song is, how come the only interesting thing that ever happened to you was me? And basically a couple of years ago, I made a deal with myself where I just wanted to keep to myself in terms of drama and gossip and things like that. I was like, it's really none of my business, other things that are going on. I'm not looking for drama. I'm not getting involved in drama. And it's like, as soon as I made that decision, the universe was like, oh, well, and then stuck the most drama and stuff that it could in my face. So the song is very much a testament to remaining outside of the negativity, outside of I hate. Am I allowed to swear before I swear?
You know what? On most platforms, yeah, but not on all.
Okay.
You might get like so you could do a polite damn or whatever.
Absolutely. I don't like trash talking. I hate talking badly about people and things and places. And the song is just about that and keeping myself out of drama, even though it keeps looking for me.
All right, I'll tell you what, let's take a listen. We'll come back and talk some more, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, everybody, check this out. Here we go.
You got a story to tell, don't mean that you tell it well, just that you got something to say. You like to bring up the past, claim that your friends always ask. I know it's coming either way. It's infuriating, but I'm painting daisies. You can run your mouth till the stars all twinkle out. Waxing poetic daily, 'cause I'm not your baby. To let grudges go, no screaming, I told you so, even if it feel amazing. And that's the difference between the kind of love that you need and the love that I'm giving. It's infuriating, but I'm beaming daisies. Waxing poetic daily, 'cause I'm not your baby. God knows I've touched you
So thank you for sharing that song. That was very interesting and vibey.
Thank you.
Do you do lyrics first? Do you hum out a melody, the music, plunk it on your piano? What do you do? How do you get started?
For me, honestly, the process changes depending on who I'm in the room with or if I'm writing by myself. But I would say 99% of the time, it starts with a concept or a word or a line of lyrics. And then the rest kind of happens simultaneously of I'm looking for chords and at the same time I'm playing with different melodies and the lyrics are coming through because I'm like babbling as I'm looking for melodies. It's really a fun process for me, especially when I'm writing for myself, to be able to just have everything kind of come all at once. And then it's also nice to flex different muscles when I'm writing for other artists of they come to me with lyrics or they come to me with melodies or we're top lining and stuff like that, and to get to experiment in different avenues. But for me, yeah, it kind of all happens at the same time.
Okay, interesting. If you met a younger version of you, what personal advice would you give them?
Oh my goodness. I would tell her to be herself. I think there was a lot of time where I really wanted to be somebody else, or I wanted to be a different version or something that I thought people would like or be interested in. And the older I get, the more I just keep trying to find my way back to who I was before all of that and who I really truly am. So that's what I would tell her.
You're mirroring my own story there. I think that's so true. You do spend quite a bit of time trying to be either someone you're not or something you're not, or trying to be something you think people want you to be. Mm-hmm. And it just takes time or confidence or a divine light coming down from the clouds to make you be yourself, I think. So I'm glad you're there.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a journey, but it's an exciting one.
Yeah. So what's your jam? What's your favorite? Let's pick, you want 80s or 90s? Whatever decade you prefer.
Oh my gosh. This is, you're asking hard-hitting questions, I have to tell you. Let's go 80s. I actually just saw the Michael Jackson musical literally this past weekend. So right now I've been jamming out to a lot of Michael Jackson.
All right. Who would win a fight between Wonder Woman and the Invisible Woman?
Oh my. I'm going to say, are we talking like Sue Storm? Like Fantastic
Four? Yeah, Invisible Woman, yeah. I'm
going to say Invisible Woman because I feel like she has a leg up in the sense that, you know, like that would be a really hard fight, but I feel like she has an advantage there.
Yeah, okay. Are there any apps on your phone that you just cannot live without?
The weather app.
The weather app, okay. All right.
I like obsessively check the weather.
All right. So you've traveled a little bit. What's like the coolest gig or trip you've been on?
Coolest gig I've done has to be, I played LA at the Hotel Cafe in 2023, and in the room right next door was Jason Segel, and he was having like a crazy listening party or something, but he was running super late, and so all the people who were there to see him heard me playing, and they all came over from that show like while they were waiting for him. So I got to play to like the most packed room I had played up until that point. So that was super, super cool.
It is cool. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. It was very serendipitous.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any surprising hobbies that you want to confess that nobody would know about you?
Oh my. I took up crocheting like at the end of last year, beginning of this year, and went on like a spree for 5 months where I just made a whole bunch of stuff. And then spring came and I kind of set them down, but I have a feeling that as I get back into the fall and winter months, I'll probably pick it up again.
If you had a tattoo that represented you and your music and your sound, what would it be and why?
I think it would be a ladybug. And I think that would be because ladybugs have been a symbol that have been around me and my family and my life forever. And they're like a symbol of luck. They're a symbol of the past for me. And it's something that even through all the times of like losing myself and finding myself and, you know, all like musically and personally, that's something I know that I've always loved and always felt was important. So yeah, I think it'd be a little ladybug.
If you could be any animal, should I assume you would want to be an animal, or is there, a ladybug, or is there a different animal you'd want to be?
You know what? It could be ladybug. I would just want to be something that flies. I've always wanted to fly.
Yeah, totally. I totally vibe with that. What's your go-to comfort food that you love snacking on?
Oh, I don't know if you would consider it a snacking kind of food, but I'm Italian, so pasta, any pasta that my nonna or my mom makes is down the hatch.
All right. Do you like carb up before a show, like 2 hours before or 3 hours before?
Oh yeah, I ran a half marathon like a year and a bit ago, and I learned about carb loading for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a game changer. I need to do this before every show, like before every really hard rehearsal. It really changed the game.
Yeah, I got to tell you, like a decade ago, I used to do triathlons and marathons and all that kind of crazy stuff. And
Oh my gosh.
I never quite trained because I have a busy career. So I never trained as much as I wanted to, but people were nuts. Like I was respectable, but people were crazy. They were literally like peeing on the side of the road and not like, and I'd be like, I don't care. I'd go in the porta potty and but it was nuts. People are very crazy in how addicted they are to all that stuff, man.
It's really do or die for some people, and I commend it.
Yeah.
I think it's insane, but it is not me. It's not.
I love doing it, but yeah, it just you got to do your body right, and I just definitely did not train the way I should have. So, tell us about where people can buy your stuff, stream it, your socials, anything you want to share, where people can hook up with you, find you online, all that kind of stuff.
Yes, I am on all streaming platforms. You can find me just with my name, Mimika. And then on Instagram and TikTok and all that fun stuff, my handle is Yo, it's Mimika.
Awesome. So I want to thank you, Mimika, so much for being a part of the Songwriter Show tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been so fun.
You're welcome. And to all the listeners, again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending a few minutes of your precious time with the two of us tonight. You mean the world to us, and thank you. We hope you will join us every single Tuesday evening as we continue uncovering the inspiring journeys behind all of this music. Keep creating, connecting, and letting all of our stories be heard. Until then, have a great night. I love you all.
Rolling deep, stuck in line. Friday night, time to unwind. Light it up, ready to sin. Let the party begin. Love your life, then the journey. Feel the vibe, no need to worry. Rock the vibe. Enjoy the ride. Rock the vibe. Dance to feel alive. Floors on fire, claim your prize. It's so cool to touch only with your eyes. A finger on the trigger. Light it up, enjoy the liquor. Love your life, then the journey. Feel the vibe,
Thank you for listening to The Songwriter Show. To keep the momentum going, head over to www.songwritershow.com and join our free music community of artists, songwriters, and producers. That's www.songwritershow.com.